category of products working with Intel that were created using Atom called Ultra Mobile Rugged. Now this device will allow us, again, our government enterprise customers, to take their images that are running on their normal mobile devices and run on these new Atom-based units.
Fantastic.
And, you know, you can check it out for yourself if you'd like.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead and drop it.
Okay. Censor that.
So as you can see, it's clearly a Toughbook.
Okay. Yes, very, very much indeed. Last time I did one of those Takakis on here, they killed me because it was a beta unit that I had done that with. So thank you for letting me incur his wrath again.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so what can you tell us about what our your customers are able to do with it?
Well, this device, and also this is another product in the ultra mobile category that we will be aiming towards the healthcare industry.
Okay.
So we believe the handheld space is about a $2.5 billion opportunity today.
This is the enterprise handheld.
Enterprise handheld. And with this, we'll expand that particular market. We have many government and enterprise customers telling us they can now do applications they couldn't do before.
Why is that?
Well, essentially, they didn't have a full-blown processor like the Atom, and they could not run a full OS. So these two ultra-mobile rugged devices allow our enterprise government customers to take their applications and become more mobile.
So tie into the corporate environment effectively, rather than have it be standalone isolated.
Exactly.
Okay. So Kurt, you're from BP, part of the CPU office. What have you been able to do with this technology? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. Our group is charged with bringing new digital technology into BP that can make a significant impact on the business bottom line. And one of the things we started thinking about a couple years back was how do we get the power of computing to the people that work in the field that are actually making the money? Because the people in the office have Microsoft Office, they've got calendaring, they've got chat, they've got human resources, job postings, travel, everything that they need, plus the smartphones. But getting things like this to the field is really hard. It's hard because you have to have a screen you can see outside. You have to have a keyboard that you can put information in with. You have to have some kind of network where there's no network. You have to have something you can drop because they drop it. You have to be able to work on it with big heavy gloves on. And you have to do all this with enough battery life to last for at least a shift, so at least 8 hours. And that sort of thing just didn't exist. We had some success with the smaller handhelds like you see the FedEx people working, but the screen is really small. There's no memory, there's no hard drive storage really. So a lot of things we couldn't do. So Intel approached us a couple of years ago and said, hey, if we had a ruggedized ultra-mobile PC, would that be useful? We go, well, I don't know, let's see. We went and talked to people in the field and they go, yeah, this would be really helpful for us. So Panasonic and Intel worked together to bring this to us. And we're right in the process now of taking out in the field and seeing exactly what applications it's going to work with. And the response has been absolutely tremendous.
Can I put you on the spot and ask you to talk about some of the stories you narrated to me last night?
Sure, I could give you a lot, but I would summarize that every time we go out, we have in mind to do 1 or 2 things, and people come up with 10 things. So I'm having to say, wait, you know, 1 or 2 right now, we'll do more later. So a couple things that we've identified so far. We have a large facility in Louisiana that holds all of the offshore spare parts for the Gulf of Mexico. And if one of these wells goes down, it could be hundreds of thousands of dollars an hour of lost revenue. That's huge. So we have parts on hand, like well heads, that we can put on a ship, take it out there, and put it in as soon as possible. So they have a huge yard outside. It's 8 acres, and they're trying to find where these things are. So what they've been doing is taking a handheld GPS, walking around, finding the coordinates, putting them on a piece of paper, going back into the office, typing them into an application Maximo, and that's how they do it. So with this, they can take this outside, use the 3G network. We don't have to put a network in. Use the GPS that's in here, find the location, put it in, application immediately, it's done, and the reverse, go find something. That's